The following portion of Daytime is sponsored by Older Lundy, Koch, and Martino.
Family law matters can get complicated, especially when it comes to marriage, divorce, and parental rights for the LGBTQ+ community. Joining us to discuss how same-sex couples often face unique legal challenges is Michael Lundy, the managing partner at Older Lundy, Koch, and Martino. Thanks so much for joining us again today. How are you?
I'm great. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so my first question here is, do all states extend the same rights to same-sex couples as they do to heterosexual couples?
The short answer is yes. Going back to mid-2015, the United States Supreme Court came down with a decision that effectively legalized same-sex marriages in all 50 states.
Okay, so that helps to level the playing field. But for same-sex couples that want to live together but not legally get married by choice or circumstance, are there legal documents or maybe agreements that are available to protect their assets upon separation?
Yes, but they're essentially just contracts. There's nothing in our statutes that apply to married couples that would apply to unmarried couples. The event of marriage really is the critical moment. So in this sense, it's no different than an unwed heterosexual couple.
So in regards to a preparation for a long-term relationship, is there something else outside of marriage that maybe they could consider doing?
Well, you can sign a contract and you can title property a certain way. You could create estate planning vehicles. There are some things that can be done, but it really depends on the individual circumstances of the case.
Okay, well, what happens in the event of divorce or separation? How does the court typically handle custody of children?
So that can be a little complicated because sometimes, you have a situation where one parent is a biological parent and another parent is not a biological parent. Or you might have one parent carrying the child to term, but they're carrying the fertilized egg of the other parent. So there are a variety of things that we can do to address those things. Best to do them at the outset of that process. Things such as effectuating an adoption after a child is born, entering into other written agreements that specify everybody's rights and expectations, and the like.
So when you mention adoption, would that be the partner that is not actually carrying the child would need to adopt it once the child is born?
Potentially, and different states deal with this differently. If it is a parent's egg that is being used but carried by the other person, then that person may still be recognized as the biological parent. And when you're recognized under Florida law as the biological parent, you automatically have a variety of rights. It's those situations where there's not a biology in place that requires some additional action, whether it's a written agreement or a formal adoption.
Okay, so for any LGBTQ couples that would like to discuss all of these, different options that they may have, prenups, postnups, anything that they need to resolve and possibly a dispute, what's the best way to reach out to you?
The best way is just to give us a call at 813-254-8998 or to visit us online at olalaw.com.
All right, Michael, I know that you have a lot of experience with helping same-sex and other heterosexual couples. So thank you so much for your time and for breaking that down for us today.
Thank you.
All right, and for more information, as he said, you can visit olalaw.com or call the number we have right there on your screen, 813-254-8998. Daytime will be right back.
The preceding portion of Daytime was sponsored by Older Lundy, Koch, and Martino.